Well, if you guys see what I see snow. And so I think it's going to be pretty dicey driving today. This is probably my last winter with the GTI. And I kind of want to talk to you guys what it's like to drive a GTI in the winter, and can you do it? And my simple answer is you can do it. Should you do it? It depends how impacted you get. I live in New Hampshire in the White Mountains, so I get a lot of snow. It is it's pretty crazy how much snow we get. So I don't know. I think obviously it depends on how much snow you get, but this thing handles okay in the snow. It's nothing crazy. Keep in mind, I bought this in high school, so whenever we got big snow and big snowstorms, we would have a snow day. Well, we don't get that in the real world. So I have to drive to work now in the morning, and sometimes we have really bad snowstorms, and this thing is terrible in the snow. And like the really fresh stuff, once this road has been plowed, which mostly it is, it can handle it, but overall it's not that great. And I obviously depends on the tires you can get. You can get Blizzaks. Blizzaks are actually really great tires. I only have one set of wheels for this, or I guess 1.5, because I still have some leftover Austins that I had for sale. But so Blizzaks, there's a lot of tires you can choose from. I think Continental makes some really good winter tires as well. Even the OEM tires, which I think are Pirelli P7s, I think. Those are great options, but I ride 19-inch wheels, and I could go out and buy some 18s or even 17s. I would actually prefer 17s in the winter and get a little bit more rubber, but ultimately, I don't know. It's the torque in this new tune, it makes this car a little bit spinny. As you guys can see, a lot of snow. We got 6 inches today, and I did drive it briefly out in my driveway. Well, that's how you know. The car is always looking after me, which is awfully nice of it. So yeah, I'm actually just about to go back to UNH. I go back to UNH this upcoming Sunday, so that'll be pretty sweet. I'll pack up the car. I might even vlog it. You guys might see a little bit of an idea as to what it's like moving back to school. It's not that interesting, but I'm excited because I get to go see my friends, and I like a long drive. I haven't done a long drive with this because I've just been so busy with my morning job, and I might even vlog my last day at my morning job, which will probably be my last day at, I guess you could say, a high schooler job, where this is something that I've worked, I think, twice, but I've bounced around a lot, so I think pretty much after this winter time, it's gonna be internships and like real jobs, so it'll be pretty upsetting. Pretty upsetting to say the least, because now it's getting harder and more job focused. We're almost at our destination, but we're just meeting up with Kirk. You guys know Kirk. Kirk has the loudest Prius ever. It's now fixed, unfortunately, right? Because I would definitely make another video with that car. It is worth making a couple videos with the straight bite Prius. But unfortunately it's fixed, so maybe someday we'll pop off the exhaust and we'll get some noise for you guys. But yeah, I mean, holy smokes, you guys should see how much snow we have. It's insane. Uh-oh. Got the plow truck doing some plowing. He's probably thinking, what are you doing driving that? But my answer is I don't know. What do you guys think? You think I'll make it? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. She can do it. I'm very impressed with this car right now. It's not always like this. I swear, it's just showing off right now. Hand goes in. Boom. It's a lot of snow. But I'm surprised I didn't get stuck yet. It's fluffy stuff, so it's like not necessarily something I'd get stuck in that easy, but I think anything's fair game for this car. Okay. So it's been about 3 winters with this car, and I've never actually driven with winter tires, so it would be totally unfair for me to say that this car is terrible in the wintertime, because I've never really experienced how this thing would drive with a winter tire. Now, with that said, with all seasons, it's pretty impossible unless you have a really aggressive all-season tire that focuses more towards a winter setting. Is the car fun in the wintertime? And I guess the answer would probably be it can be. If I mean, handbrake turns are always really fun, but I think if you have been driving a rear-wheel drive / all-wheel drive car for forever and you're used to that in the wintertime, I guess it wouldn't be as fun because you know, once you input power, it starts to understeer and you start going into things. And I've never crashed this thing. Well, I say that now. I had a little whoopsie. It was I think it was the first winter I had this car, and I actually put it in a sidewalk. So that was really bad, or like a sidewalk. And I curbed it. I bent the wheel, compressed a caliper bracket, and yeah, it was really bad. I broke her axle as well, so that was pretty bad. I don't know. I mean, this thing is it's a fun car. It's just wintertime is not its strong suit. Everyone says, you know, go all-wheel drive. Do it. Buy an Audi A3. An Audi A3 is a GTI equivalent. However, the downside to the A3, it is a lot heavier. At that weight, it's around almost even like a Golf R or an Audi S3. They almost weigh the same just because of the all-wheel drive system. And I think, you know, with that said, it's not as fast as the GTI. This GTI with the front-wheel drive, once it does hook, it has an immense push, and it's hard to like replicate that in cars that are in similar categories like the A3, the S3. But I think regardless, it's a good car. Wintertime obviously is not a strong suit. I recommend looking at Blizzak or Continental. They offer great winter tires for this car. Yeah, so I live in the White Mountains. I get snow, like unbelievable amount of snow. And I guess people in Canada and viewers in Canada, you guys can vouch because you probably get a little bit more snow than me. But we just got 6 inches, which is pretty average for this area. But 6 inches is deadly in a car like this. But I think regardless, it's a if you're looking for a winter car and you don't want to spend the Golf R money, Audi A3 is a great option. However, GTI is not a bad option. It's not the best option, but you can still get to A to B. It's just you have to drive a little bit more careful. You have to drive a little bit more slow, and you have to prepare it more. So, you know, probably doing immense weight reduction is not the best idea, as well as focusing more on a winter wheel and tire. Preferably, I would say a sweet spot would be 17, 18. I know 18's a little bit on the edge, but I'm only saying that because with snow packing, we get really fluffy snow. In fact, this storm is a super fluffy storm, so that would mean a lot of the snow is accumulating in the inside of the barrel, the wheel barrel, and that affects the braking. It creates a really immense wobble in the car, so yeah, so that's a little bit stressful. But I think regardless, these are not bad cars. They are really not bad cars in the wintertime. It's all about how you prepare it. Yeah, so I think with that said, thank you guys so much for watching the video, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Peace.